Good morning, Facebook Live and Joslyn fans. I am Rebecca, the program director here at the Joslyn Center, and this is episode 137 of the Joslyn Variety Show. So you guys know we do our Monday morning updates, and that's what we are doing today. I have several guest speakers for you, which is very exciting. But first, I want to let you know about the important stuff coming up this week so that you can be prepared. The first one is that we have a guest lecture on Wednesday morning. It is our friends over at the Braille Institute. They are going to talk about what kinds of services that they are offering right now during the pandemic. And all of their programs are either free or low cost, and they are great for anybody who is facing any kind of visual impairment. And they have access to resources and to information and to equipment. That is all very, very helpful. So that is coming up at 10 a.m. on Wednesday. You do have to pre-register for that one. So if you go to our website at joslyncenter.org, visit the calendar, and once you click on the calendar event for the Braille lecture on Wednesday, it will bring you to the link. All you have to do is click the link, enter your password, and register for the class. And if you have any questions, give me a call because I would be happy to get you all set up for that. We also have all of our usual programming this week. So variety show Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Tuesday, we have Bling and Bingo with myself and Paul. We always have a lot of fun doing that. Wednesday afternoon is Tech Untangled with myself. I believe we are tackling how to move files from your USB drive and from your external hard drive to your computer and back and forth. So if file management and moving files around is a challenge for you, then make sure you join us for that at 2 p.m. It is on Zoom, but if you haven't used Zoom before, or if it's a little intimidating still, let me know and I'll do a little private tutor session with you to get you ready. Thursday morning is our chat group at 9 a.m., also on Zoom. And of course, Friday is a variety show. So what I'm going to do now is introduce Brian. He is with Bilhartz Desert Insurance Agency. In fact, he is Mr. Brian Bilhartz. So Brian, go ahead and pop on. I am going to... Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you, Rebecca?
Good. It's nice to see you.
Good to see you. Thank you.
So this is a busy time of year for you.
Yeah, it sure is. And, I was listening to you open up there and I'm going, why did it take to show 137 to get me on? What's up with that?
I know, right? I'm so sorry. This is awesome.
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, it's that busy time of year, the Medicare annual election period, which started on October 15th and goes until December the 7th. It's such a crazy time with everything that's going on, but, looking at the plans and the new benefits that are coming out for 2021, there's really a lot to look forward to and a lot to be excited about if you're a Medicare beneficiary.
Absolutely. What kind of thing, what can you do if folks give you a call or email you? What can you help them make happen?
Yeah, so when we meet with clients, whether it be virtually like this or over the phone, we are still doing face-to-face for people that are comfortable with that. We obviously go with our mask on and keep, socially distant. But typically what we do when we sit down with the client is we start off doing a review of their prescriptions. A lot of people, they look at the information that gets mailed to them, and it's really easy to see something on a piece of paper and think, oh, this is going to be, a great plan for me. But I've seen so many cases where the way one company covers medications is completely different than another company. And what we, kind of like to, compare your prescriptions to, it's like your electric bill. It's something that you have to pay every single month. So we start with the medication coverage because we know you have to take your medications every single day. So month after month, we want to make sure we're looking for the plan that's going to provide you with the best coverage for, whatever your specific situation is with the medications.
Absolutely. And folks can change their plan every year, right? If it's not working for them, they can come to you and you can help them find a better fit.
Yeah, and that's a good point too. I think a lot of times people think when they sign up for a plan, it's a lifelong commitment. But to your point, it's really at most an annual commitment. And that's what the purpose is of this time of the year, is to do those reviews because your medical needs can change. Maybe your doctor's situation has changed. Your prescriptions, like we just talked about, can change. Even your finances can change, and that can have a significant impact on your health insurance. So, that's our job, is to decipher through all of that and to make sure that people really, really, have the plan that really, meets their needs. Being a broker and not just trying to push, one specific plan or a couple specific plans. People ask me all the time, they say, well, which plan do you think is the best for me? Well, I don't know. I just met you. So we got to do this review. We got to talk about your doctors and your other needs to make sure that I'm getting them matched up with the right plan.
And what happens if folks like the plan that they have? Are there any changes that they need to make?
Yeah. So if they're, everything's worked out well and they haven't had any major, changes in their needs, they actually don't need to do anything. The plans will automatically renew. They will receive a new card by mail, but there's nothing else that needs to be done. The plan will automatically continue. And, there's going to be situations too, Rebecca, where maybe somebody doesn't know about, typically it happens with prescription drugs. Maybe a prescription drug coverage has changed, but it wasn't something that was specifically mailed to them saying, hey, by the way, you're going to go from paying a $10 copayment to a $50 copayment for your medication. So there's actually another enrollment period that starts in January, goes from January 1st to March 31st, where, especially in a situation like I described, they can actually make one more change to their plan, which will take effect the first of the following month.
You sound very knowledgeable, Brian. How long have you been doing this?
Oh, only 13 years. I was 12 when I started.
We appreciate your experience. You are a good friend of the Joslyn Center. Brian has his folks delivering Meals on Wheels for us very often. Yes. Always at our special events, always at our health fairs, always sponsoring fun activities for folks. So how do people contact you if they want some help with their Medicare?
So really the best two ways are, phone call or email. Our email address, you can send a message to info@bilhartzinsurance.com. Again, Bilhartz is with one L, Bilhartz, insurance.com. Or you can call us. We have, I don't want to call it an unattended phone line, but it's a voice message system because our call volume, like most companies involved in Medicare, goes up exponentially this time of year. So you can call us at area code 760-848-8848 and leave us a message, and we will follow up, either myself or one of my nearly 30 agents that I have here working with me in the desert will reach out to you and make that contact with you to start the process of doing a no cost and no obligation review of your Medicare health coverage.
That's great. Thank you so much, Brian. I really appreciate you joining us today.
Absolutely. It's been great. And again, I can't thank you guys enough for your, continued efforts to, keep our local seniors active and give them that sense of socializing with others. It really, really makes a difference, and you guys should be proud of what you're doing.
Thank you. We appreciate it. We can't wait to everybody back on property, but until then, we're here for everyone, and we're trying to make it work. So thank you.
You're very welcome.
So let's bring up Jack, because I know that Jack always likes to do a quick Monday morning with us. So Jack, how are you today?
I'm good. Good morning, Rebecca. And I want to thank Brian Bilhartz personally for all the work he's done and years of support of the Joslyn Center. He's a great friend and one of the most knowledgeable people out there regarding Medicare insurance. So please, if you have a question about that, these are different times. We can't do the seminars that we did before, but give Brian a call and I'm sure he will take care of you. So I just wanted to give that shout out to Brian.
Absolutely.
Also, we have, and I think, Rebecca, you can jump in here, a couple new programs coming up that you're putting on our schedule.
Sure, we've got outdoor exercise coming. We've got 2 special events happening. We've got, we talked about this a little before, but Uncle John's 105th birthday is coming up on November 11th, and he is a World War II veteran. So we are hosting a surprise drive-through party for him, and you'll be able to see all the details on our social media soon. We also have a drive-in bingo event happening on the 12th. That is going to be very exciting, and I don't have many spots still open for that, so give us a call if you would like to play drive-in bingo, and there's lots more to come.
Great. I think there's a holiday party coming up, a drive-through holiday party. So a lot going on. And then later this month, we're hoping, depends on how the grass grows, we're all watching the grass grow, our outside exercise programs. And it will be limited to 10 people plus the instructor. We'll have signups and try and be fair in terms of having people being able to attend the classes. Masks will be worn, social distancing, all the rules will be followed to make sure that everyone stays healthy. And we think that outside and socially distanced will be a great experience for our members, because we know so many of you want to come back. We would love to have you back. So we're doing everything we can to get ready to welcome you back. We're doing a lot of upgrades here inside of our building in terms of putting UV air scrubbers that kill various germs and viruses in our air conditioning system, adding new stations for hand sanitizing. So a lot's going on behind the scenes that you can't see. Also, I wanted to just real quick, and Elyse may touch on it, but we have a brain boot camp class coming up starting tomorrow. So if you're interested in that, and some people think brain boot camp, that sounds scary, but it's really about your brain health. And there's no cure for Alzheimer's, there's no treatment for Alzheimer's, but there are ways that you can avoid it and that you can keep your brain healthy, stay active, and not live being afraid of these various cognitive disorders that are out there. So really taking control and taking advantage. So if you're really interested in that class, it's a 2-session course over a period of 2 weeks. So tomorrow and then the following Tuesday, and that's taught by Susan Chinsky. So, and she's been teaching the class for a long time. Everyone enjoys it. So I'd really encourage you, if that's something you want to do, to sign up today. You can talk with Judy at our front desk, or talk with Elyse, and we'll get you enrolled in that class. Last thing I just wanted to say, these are tough times because we've had a lot of reduction in income, and we're doing the best we can to bring you virtual programming. We're also continuing with our Meals on Wheels and our counseling program. So again, if you're looking at the holidays and kind of having the holiday blues, maybe you're not able to get together with your family, or you're experiencing depression over this continued isolation, please give us a call. Again, we have a program where you can talk with someone and they can help you find solutions to those problems and ways to get unstuck. And we all get stuck from time to time, and it helps to talk to someone else that can help us through that. And then the last two things, our holiday appeal will be coming out soon. So we ask you to please support us so we can continue with this type of programming. And also, it looks like this virtual programming will be with us for a while. So we're looking at new equipment and ways to upgrade your experience, both through this source, through Facebook, through Zoom, and also through videotape meetings and other interviews like we had with Brian. So lots on the horizon coming up. Want to thank Rebecca again for all her work. She's doing a great job, and so much of this you may not know she's doing on her own with her own iPhone, and that's why we want to get the equipment to kind of take that, give her more resources to bring you great programming. So that's all I have.
Appreciate it. Finally, last but not least, we also have Elyse here, and she is going to do some of our Monday mindfulness questions with us. How are you, Elyse?
I'm all right. Rebecca, how you doing?
Good. What do you have for us today?
Well, first let me say it was so much fun to listen to Brian, and always like what Jack has to present. And you are a gem, as always. So thank you. Thank you all. My mindfulness, we're doing our mindfulness questions. And another word for mindfulness is awareness, right? Because it's supposed to help us be aware of our lives, ourselves, and the more awareness we have, the more space we have to make choices. So I will talk a little about what we have to offer, but let's go right into the questions. So today I want to talk about laughing and crying. The first question is, when's the last time I laughed? When? I hope it was recent. Mine was last night with friends. We are outside, only two people at a time, but we laughed a lot. And then the next question reminds me of what we were laughing about. I really like, the question is, what kinds of things do I find funny? What kinds of things do I find funny? I hope you're thinking about these. I had to think about it when I was reviewing this, what was so funny last night. I personally like wordplay, irony, exaggeration, even silly fantasy stuff, like what if we did this? And then we kind of build on it. But what do you find funny? I think slapstick is funny, actually. For me, I have to draw a line between slapstick and too much like violence, but everybody has different tolerance for that, right? So laughter, if you want to look up a very interesting piece about laughter being so healthy for us, the author is Norman Cousins, as if it was one of your cousins. And the book is Anatomy of an Illness. And he got amazing results for himself with an illness by kind of locking himself in a room, not literally, and watching funny movies for hours and weeks at a time. And it helped him enormously. The people with his illness did not generally recover, very small percentage. And he was one of those in the small percentage. When's the last time I cried, however, is the next question. When did I last cry? I can't actually remember the last time I cried. And for me, that's not a good thing. I am a crier. And I know that after I cry, I feel better. And that is our last question. How do I feel before and after crying? I used to work with a psychiatrist, and I asked him how he was doing, and he asked me, and I said, I'm okay. And he looked at me and said, when's the last time you had a really good cry? And I said, I don't remember. And lo and behold, just him asking me that question later on allowed me to cry, and I did feel better. And actually, there's certain chemical toxins in tears. So crying is not a bad thing. It's actually good for us. We don't want to overdo it, but how do I feel before and after I cry? That's a good question. So keep laughing and keep crying. And let's see, what I want to let you also know is that we are available here at the Wellness Center for any problems that you can't laugh or cry away. We have wonderful people to talk to and help solve problems. The brain boot camp that Jack was talking about, I've participated, and it is fun. It does sound really tough when you say boot camp, right? But it's fun, and it gives you ways to remember things, and it teaches you a lot. So that's the brain boot camp. I hope if you're at all interested, at least give it a try. And
it's a great program.
It is. It's fun. What else? And of course, all Rebecca's programming, but that goes without saying. But we say it anyway.
Well,
anyway, yeah, for
sure.
No,
the last time I cried was this weekend reading the book we are working on for book club. We have our Joslyn book club that meets. We're going to meet next Monday. We are reading The Immortalists, and that book is intense. So to all of my fellow book clubbers, I'll see you guys on Monday on Zoom.
And bring tissues.
I'll bring tissues, yeah, because if you're interested in joining our Joslyn book club, let me know, and I'll get you all signed up, because you still have a week to read the book. Be prepared. It has some emotional moments, but so far so good.
Sounds
Thank
great.
you. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Rebecca. Thank you all. Be well, stay happy. See you next week.
Sounds great. All right, guys, that is your Monday morning update. So we will see you all on Wednesday for Joslyn Variety Show again, and of course for all of our programming throughout the week until that. Stay posted by getting our e-newsletter that goes out every Monday morning at 7 a.m. That will keep you informed about any special events that we have going on, any new programs coming back or moving outdoors. And also make sure that you check out our website calendar because that has a little bit of everything. So have a great week. Give us a call if you need anything at all. I'm going to give you one phone number from Brian, just so you guys have it. His number is 760-284-8848. And Brian is a really good friend of ours. And we highly recommend that if you have any Medicare needs at all, give him a call. He'll get y'all sorted out. So you guys have a great day. We'll see you next week.